Alright, this is one that I didn't want to do. Well, not that I don't want to do it, but, well, yeah, I don't want to do it. So, let's plug this in. I don't even want to bother typing this standard. Let me save as much time as possible. So, this is going to be to the fifth power. This is going to be to the fifth power. So, hope you're keeping up. Now, um, we have to distribute this monster. So let's bring that down to the next line, and we'll probably have to use a couple slides to represent this. So that could be, I'm just going to split this up into two, make the load easier on myself. Alright, so here we have f prime of x, and just split up the x plus h to the power 5 into x plus h to the power 2, because I can calculate these easily, and it'll be reduce the work maybe. So let's go to our next one now. So this becomes x squared plus 2hx plus h squared. Alright, so this here, right, is going to be the same as that. So okay, and my mom's talking a bit loudly in the background. Alright, I'm back. Alright, so now let's start distributing this. I'm going to zoom in and make this smaller because it's going to take up a lot of my slide here. So, of course, if you don't recognize what I'm about to do, I'm going to, and please, if anyone knows a shortcut, I would appreciate it. Distribute it there, distribute this there, and then I'm going to take, let me change colors for a second to, I don't know, green. I'm going to take this, I'm going to distribute that there. So, let's look at our result. Okay. So we know that the first thing is going to be x to the power of 4, that's a given. And now we got 2hx to the cubed, looks like, right? Plus x squared. Oh, I did a subscript instead of a superscript. X squared h. Sorry, I'm not looking down as I'm typing. H squared. Alright, so I forgot to put the plus sign there. Okay, that's what we have so far. Okay, now let's move forward. So now it's going to be 2hx multiplying everything, so that's going to be 2hx to the cubed. Two hx, so plus 2hx times 2hx is going to be 4h squared, right? H squared x squared. Yeah, that's it. And then last one, 2h. Well, not the last one. 2hx plus h squared. So that's going to be 2h cubed x 2h cubed x. That's it. Alright. So to help me keep track of what I'm doing, let me employ my highlighter. So this x squared gave us these first three terms. Now let me make the ink green. This 2hx gave me these next three terms. Okay, so now we can now move on to our next group, which is going to be h squared x squared h squared. Okay, so now it's going to be 2h cubed x, 2h cubed x, so 2h cubed x plus, and finally we get up to h to the fourth power, h to the fourth power. I think I'm going to have to split this up into two videos maybe. So let's get that over here, and let's highlight our last factors. So let's make it purple. We got h squared. That gave us all this. So give me a moment to double check with what I have written down on my paper. We got x fourth. 2hx cubed. 2h Let's see, did I get there? Yes, I did. And then it's plus h squared x squared, 2h cubed x, h fourth. Alright. Okay, we're good so far. So now, our last step, and let's go ahead and go to a new slide. So we're taking this, we don't need the ink. In fact, we'll have to use a new marker. Now, I hope this is not getting too small for anyone viewing this on a compressed YouTube. So now we have to take this, let's take this x plus h to the beginning. X plus h, there we go. So now we're going to distribute this all the way. So let me bring this down a bit. Let's go ahead and distribute. So how much time do I have left? I have to split this into two videos. Alright. So let's take that all the way to the beginning. Alright, good. So I'm gonna keep this in this relatively close to the center. So we're going to have x to the fifth power. We can just copy that. X to the fifth power plus 2hx to the fourth power plus x cubed, right? Okay, x, well, let me not lose track of what I'm doing. So let me use my highlighter, handy dandy highlighter. So, yellow. So far I've done, okay. So far I've done, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I've done 3 terms so far. Okay, nothing more, nothing less. So, well, I'm on the third term, it looks like, right?